Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. So I'm gonna do book, a mini book haul from the free library that I went to, and then I'm going to do my Buzzwordathon books, and then I'm going to do my Bookstones of the Month books, both of which you can follow on Storygraph, I believe. But funny thing is one of these goes towards one and one goes towards another. I don't remember what this one is. Maybe that's why I don't remember. Oh, okay. That's a person, not a thing. Okay. Anyway, so as you guys know, for if you follow Books of Lala, she does Buzzwordathons, and for this month for August, it is a book with an item in the title. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. It's 9:30 at night. I should be in bed sleeping, so I gotta be up at 5 a.m. But of course I'm not. Go figure. Anyway, first and foremost, we'll do the books that I hold on. Okay, so I have a book that will go for both the item and the color, and that is Seraphine and the Black Cloak by Robert Beatty. I'm not sure if this is the middle grade or not. It's from 2015. It says it's a Disney book. It says it's like $7.99 normally. Basically, it says never go into the deep parts of the forest, for there are many dangers there, and they will ensnare your soul. Seraphina has never had a reason to display her paw and venture beyond the grounds of Biltmore Estate. There's plenty to explore in her grand home, although she must take care to never be seen. None of the rich folk upstairs know that Seraphina exists. A little weird. But when children at the estate start disappearing, only Seraphina knows who the culprit is. A terrifying man in a black cloak who steals who stalks Biltmore's corridors at night. Following her own harrowing escape, Seraphina risks everything by joining forces with Braden Vanderbilt, the young nephew of Biltmore's owners. Braden and Seraphina must uncover the man in the black cloak's true identity before all the children vanish one by one. I literally just picked it up because of the gorgeous haunted house looking thing on the bottom. I don't know. I'm weird. But it goes for both, so that's kind of cool. Next I have Body and Soul, A Ghost in the Goth novel by Stacey Cade. Forget the ghost section. Let's read the goth section. I'm curious. The goth. I'll admit it. It's really weird to look at Alona but see Lily. I do know the difference, contrary to what Alona might be saying. And Alona is more than a pretty face to me. Not that she would believe that. Our one lead for some help in this messed up situation might be a page torn from the yellow pages. The psychic section that I found in my dad's stuff. One of the fakes seems a bit more real and odd than the others. Before I can investigate further, though, Alona is often chasing a ghost that's probably nothing more than a figment of Misty's guilty imagination. Now Lily's family is freaking out because she didn't come home. My mom is ordering me to stay out of it, and something is definitely wrong with the person formerly known as Lily Ellie Turner. I'm not sure. It kind of looks interesting. I couldn't tell you if it's middle grade or not, though, again. But I think this one's going to be like a good read to read in October. A couple months from now. And then I picked up this one. I think everybody's going to know what this is. I only picked it up because of the fact that I found it, and I'm going to give Rainbow Rowell one last shot. So if I don't like this, I might just pick up the graphic novel I found, Fangirl, and see if I'll like that better. But we'll give this another shot at some point. It was free, so I picked it up. Alright. Now we're going to get to the books. I'm going to go ahead and do the big stack first, just so we can get through it. Alright, so the first thing I have in the big stack, and I'm not sure I'm going to get to it. Oh my gosh, a lot of these books are huge. I'm not going to lie to you. I got Joe Nesbo's The Snowman. Snowman being the item. Now that's going to be person. I guess that kind of doesn't work. Wow. Kind of suck at this. Never mind. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. Seems a chunker, okay? But, A Curse sounds about right, but I feel like this goes for light and dark and blue cover. Never mind again. I am failing miserably. I put all of these books on my TBR card, and I think I kind of put them in like the wrong order or direction or something, and because these aren't making sense to me. Okay, this one. No? Yeah, this one will work. Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I know a lot of people of you are not fans of Stephanie Meyer, but you see, we're going to read it because I believe this is, yes, it's a signed copy, but I believe this is Edward's point of view, and Twilight was Bella's story. So this is Edward's story, I think. I'm not sure. It says, I can't sleep, I murmured, answering her question more fully. She was silent for a moment. At all? She asked. Never, I breathed. As I met her penetrating gaze, read the surprise and the sympathy there, I abruptly yearned for sleep. Not for oblivion, as I had before, not to escape boredom, but because I wanted to dream. Maybe if I could be unconscious, if I could dream, I could live for a few hours in a world where she and I could be together. She dreamed of me, I wanted to dream of her. She stared back at me, her expression full of wonder. I had to look away. I could not dream of her. She should not dream of me. It literally is Edward's story. I could see how easy it would be to fall into loving Bella. It would be exactly like falling effortless. Not letting myself love her was the opposite of falling. It was pulling myself up a cliff face, hand over hand. The task as grueling as if I had no more than mortal strength. Okay, so it says, when Edward Cullen and Bella Swan met in Twilight, an iconic love story was born. But until now, fans have heard only Bella's side of the story. At last, readers can experience Edward's version in the long-awaited companion novel, Midnight Sun. Okay, so I was right. The unforgettable tale is told through Edward's eyes, takes on a new and decidedly dark twist. Meeting Bella is both the most unnerving and intriguing event he has experienced in all of his years as a vampire. As we learn more fascinating details about Edward's past and the complexity of his inner thoughts, we understand why this is the defining struggle of his life. How can he justify following his heart if it means leading Bella into danger? So, this is so dusty for one. For two, this is Edward's story. So that's awesome. We love that. We really do. Next, I have another big chunker, but Glass by Ellen Hopkins is a big old brick of a book. However, this is literally wrote in verse. See, it's literally just written in verse, so it shouldn't take too terribly long. But Glass is definitely an item, and it says, "How completely will you shatter?" So, see, how completely will you shatter? This really has no introduction. Okay, so it says, include special bonus content. You can't shutter the truth. Good Lord, have mercy. There are so many books by Ellen Hopkins. There's Crank, Fallout, Burned, Smoke, Impulse, Perfect, Tricks, Identical Traffic, Tilt, Rumble, The You I've Never Known, and People Kill People. Not to mention Glass, which is part of the Crank series. It says, one little hit, my heart revs high, then settles into quick step mode. How I've missed that race and pound, how I've missed the lack of control. Crank, Glass, Ice, Crystal, whatever you call it, it's all the same. A monster. Christina thinks she can control it. Now with a baby to care for, she's determined to be the one deciding when and how much, the one calling the shots. But the monster is strong, and before she knows it, Christina's back in its grip, and it won't let go. So I want to say that this is the book about using, and Glass is a metaphor for a drug. Do not demonetize me for this. I believe that's how it is. Next we have Stephen King's Sleeping Beauties, and Beauties is the item. That's also by Owen Keane as well. It says, in a future so real and near it might be now, a mysterious pandemic is causing women everywhere to suddenly go to sleep, shrouded in a cocoon-like gaze. Any attempt to awaken them is met with a reaction of feral, spectacular violence, and while they sleep, the women go to another place, a better place where harmony prevails and conflict is rare. But there is only one, the enigmatic Eve Black, who is immune to the blessing or curse of the sleeping disease. Is Eve a medical anomaly to be studied, or a demon that must be slain? Meanwhile, the men, abandoned left to their increasingly primal urges, are dividing into warring factions. Some of them want to kill Eve and some want to save her, even as others rise up and exploit the chaos to wreak their own vengeance on new enemies in this brutal, suddenly all-male world. USA Today says the beauty of a horror tale that is epic, ambitious, heartbreaking, and when it comes to its central horrors, all too timely. Publishers Weekly says seamless and naturally flowing, barrels along like a freight train. And People Magazine says, oh, there's a hair. Sorry. A violent dystopian thrill ride that will leave you horrified and hooked. This book is like $20. It doesn't tell me when it was written. I think I've read this before, though, but I'm not 100% sure. It's copyright 2017. Stephen and Owen Keane did it, so Remembrance of Sandra Bland. There's a characters section, which is insane. To the prison. Characters, others, quotes. A starting page, and it's set in parts as well. It's a chunker as well. I want to like end the video here and be like, okay, that's all I'm reading this month, 3 books, because they're so big, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, because you know I read like 12 books a month, 10 to 12 books a month or more. My own personal thing is up on Storygraph, where you can do a challenge as well. It's called the Bookstones of the Month. So I don't remember what August is. I think it's Peridot, which is like a light green. And then I have one from another month, Emerald, which is a dark green. So I need to get that one taken care of because that's from a month before August hit. So, but one book I have of many is The Loose Ends List, a novel of first and last by Carrie Firestone. Okay, sorry, my phone like was going off and I don't want to get copyright. So, basically The Loose Ends List looks like this. I hate stickers like this. Ignore this. I actually got this not from Target, believe it or not. I got it from somewhere, and the naked cover is so stinking pretty. Look how pretty that naked cover is. Like, we have this anchor, but look at the naked. It's so beautiful. Definitely probably a middle grade for sure. It says 1, live without regrets. 2, make a wish and have it come true. 3, dance across the equator. 4, kiss all night long under the stars. 5, horse snow globe moments. 6, play Never Have I Ever and finally win. 7, do something extraordinary. And 8, find a way to say goodbye. So, I don't know. Sounds like it might be about, like, dying or somebody did die. They need to, like, deal with their grief in a certain way. I thought my cat was in here, but she's not. So I have that one. And then next I have Riley Sager's Home Before Dark. This is my book of the month one. And I'm just going to read this. It says, bells that ring themselves, record players that turn on and play music to empty rooms, ghosts that climb out of wardrobes. Maggie Holt doesn't believe in these things, even though they are the details of the story that made her family famous. 25 years ago, she and her parents, Ewan and Jess, moved into Bainbury Hall, a rambling Victorian estate in the Vermont woods. They spent 20 days there before fleeing in the dead of night, an ordeal Ewan later recounted in a horror memoir, House of Horrors. His tale of ghostly happenings and encounters with malevolent spirits became a worldwide phenomenon, rivaling the Amityville horror in popularity and skepticism. Alternating between Maggie's uneasy homecoming and chapters from her father's book, Home Before Dark, is a story of a house with long-buried secrets and a woman's quest to uncover them, even if the truth is far more terrifying than any haunting. And this book is like originally $27. Next, I'm going to do 2 library books because I need to get these read and sent back. I have Watching You by Lisa Joel because it's got the leaves and stuff on it are green. It's about all the green there is in it, but I'm just kind of stretching a little bit. And I've been wanting to read this. It's actually on my backlist TBR, so I want to get it out of the way. AJ Finn, author of The Woman in the Window, says page 1 intrigued me, page 3 hooked me, by page 5 I was consumed. This compulsive, propulsive novel is both a seize you by the throat thriller and a genuinely moving family drama. Stellar. Someone Knows What You Did. The instant New York Times bestselling author of Then She Was Gone delivers another page-turner about a shocking murder in a picturesque English town. Melville Heights is one of the nicest neighborhoods in Bristol, England, home to doctors and lawyers and old-money academics. It's not the sort of place where people are murdered in their own kitchens, but it is the sort of place where everyone has a secret and prying eyes lurk behind every curtain. So this sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds really good. I read Lisa Joel here recently. I don't remember. What did I read by Lisa Joel? I can't remember, but it was another like backlist TBR book. So, but this one's gonna definitely be able to be used for probably dark green. Then I have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So we have 2 Riley Sager books for August to be read. This one goes back. It's a new release. I've been waiting on this. I have no idea what this one's about. Okay, I just saw that everybody's been talking about it, and I saw Story Survived the Night, by the way. I should just do like a whole Riley Sager month. Just saying. Be careful what you watch for. Casey Fletcher, a recently widowed actress trying to escape a streak of bad press, has retreated to the peace and quiet of her family's lake house in Vermont. Armed with a pair of binoculars and several bottles of bourbon, she passes the time watching Tom and Catherine Royce, the glamorous couple living in the house across the lake. They make for good viewing. A tech innovator, Tom is powerful, and a former model, Catherine is gorgeous. One day on the lake, Casey saves Catherine from drowning, and the two strike up a budding friendship. But the more they get to know each other, and the longer Casey watches, the more it becomes clear that Catherine and Tom's marriage isn't as perfect as it appears. When Catherine suddenly vanishes, Casey immediately suspects Tom of foul play, but she doesn't realize that there's more to the story than meets the eye, and that shocking secrets can lurk beneath the most placid of surfaces. No lake house required. What? Packed with sharp characters, psychological suspense, and gasp-worthy plot twist, Riley Sager's The House Across the Lake is the ultimate escapist read. No lake house required. So, and it looks like they set this. They did. They did like a before and an after and a now. Wait, what? Okay, so they have a now and then a now, then a before. This is so weird. I've never seen a Sager book do this. And then a now. Then a before. Then a now. And then a later. That is insane how they did that. That is so freaking awesome. I was wondering why it was like black in there. Like, look at that. You see that like difference? So that's really cool. I can't wait. Next, this is the second to last one, then I'm almost done. A map for wrecked girls. Map would be for the item. And it's also got filigree on it. And the lettering is actually green, if you guys can see that. And again, it's got one of these stupid stickers on it. But this is by Jessica Taylor. In this twisting tale of loyalty, betrayal, and love, two sisters must survive the wilds if they can first survive each other. Emma has always orbited Henry, her fierce, magnetic queen bee of an older sister, and the two have always been best friends until something happens that wrecks them. I'd trusted Henry more than I trusted myself. Whenever she told me to go, I'd follow. Then the unthinkable occurs. A watery nightmare off the dazzling coast. The girls wash up on shore stranded. Their only companion is Alex, a troubled boy agonizing over his own secrets. Trapped in this gorgeous hell, Emma and Alex fall together as Emma and Henry fall catastrophically apart. To find their way home, the sisters must find their way back to each other, but there's no map for this. Can they survive the unearthing of the past and the upheaval of the present? For the first time, I was afraid we'd die on the shore. Interesting. And this is from 2017 as well. And then the very last book I have, it's another one that's on my list, and like the cover is, it's such an old book. It really, really is. Like, this book is from 1995. And this is Dean Koontz's Intensity. I'm not 100% sure what this is about, to be totally real with you. Yeah, I don't have anything as to what this is about. All that's on the back is Dean Koontz himself. Excuse me. It is on my TBR list, though, so, I mean, there's that. Anyway, that is everything that I have for you at this time. I hope that you enjoyed. I forgot what I was going to say. I don't remember what I was going to say. All I know is it is time for me to go to bed. I have to be up at 5 a.m. and I hope that you enjoy this. I'm not looking forward to this, but looking forward to this. These are quite big books, like for sure big books. There's only 9 here though. 10 technically because of the new one. So there's like only 10 books to read this month, but like the page count is so different. And then I have next month's haul already over here too, but I'm gonna probably record that early and just schedule it to go up when the time's right, but I'm not sure. I do know I'm going to still be doing that kind of a vlog, I guess. But I may be reading the first chapter of these creepy books that I pulled, and seeing how that goes. That is tomorrow after I get off work, depending on if I'm tired or not. Because I want to get it done before summer week ends, so you guys might have some ideas on some book recommendations based on the first 2 chapters, maybe 1 or 2 chapters of the book, to see if you're going to actually want to read it in October, and maybe we can buddy read. I don't know. If you guys see anything you're interested in, let me know down in the comment section below, but I'm going to go ahead and head to bed. I'm really tired if you can't tell. I'm already in my leggings, and I'm so tired. I'm not ready for 5 a.m., but you guys have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.